Hey, good people, short video here. Just want to do an update on Ferguson. It is back in the media. Today, Officer Chief Sam Dotson is on television talking about what's happening in Ferguson right now and the police response and the community response. As is true with every detail in this story and every name involved, even including the rookie reporter Ed Lavandera, everybody has had a 33 name. Sam is a 33 name. And the full title, Chief Sam Dotson, sums to 151. Chief is 31, so Chief Sam is 31 through 33, like the ranging degrees of Scottish Rite Freemasonry. And Dotson's 87. Add it all up, 151. 151. Let's just watch a little bit of this interview. And also what's curious is something I wonder is if people such as Chief Sam Dotson are even real police officers or if they are actors just within the media. I can't determine if this is real. Maybe somebody out there who lives in Missouri can look into this. But anyway, as Jake Tapper, this is Jake Tapper's new show on CNN. Remember the 33 Network. If you haven't seen my video on that, please check out my other post. Watch my one about CNN and the police and all that being the conspiracy of 33. If you're not up on that, this post isn't going to make any sense. So you got to do some backtracking. But anyway, let's watch a little bit of this reporting. And as Jake Tapper is asking this is the man right here, is Chief Sam Dotson. As Jake Tapper is asking him the question, let's pay extra careful attention to his eyes. Let me get you a better view. In just a moment when Jake Tapper asks him the question and he's on the screen, watch what this man's doing. It looks like he's reading all sorts of stuff. I mean, could be anything, but I wonder if it's his talking points for how he's supposed to respond. Here we go.
Some of the police at these protests in St. Louis were wearing protective gear. And I know you know that it is somewhat controversial. Obviously, officers want to be protected. But when there were protests in Ferguson and police in what seemed to be militarized positions to many observers were wearing.
Are you guys seeing how his eyes keep going, looking down and then moving left to right as if he's reading? I mean, it could be a lot of things, but I just think it's interesting. You think he'd be listening to the question rather than reading while he's asking him this. You know what I mean? It's hard for me to listen and read at the same time. Maybe that's just me.
Riot gear, some were aiming guns. Do you think it adds to the tension to have police wearing the special gear, covering their faces for what's largely been a peaceful protest? How do you make that decision?
Well, let's start with Saturday when we had events in the city of St. Louis. People marched down the street. Our officers were in their everyday uniforms. Officers were on bike patrol, riding their bikes. So let's go back to the Shaw neighborhood and that Quick Trip. When this event started a couple of days earlier, police cars' windows were smashed out. Police cars were surrounded. Officers had to really fear for their safety to get out of the neighborhood quickly. So there's always a cause and effect. We take a posture that's very relaxed until something happens that we have to escalate. I would always like to de-escalate a situation, but when protesters are smashing out the windows of police cars while officers are in them, I have to protect the officers.
Chief, do you understand why so many African Americans in the St. Louis area are suspicious of police?
Okay, we don't even really need to listen to Chief Sam Dotson's response for that because it doesn't matter. I mean, it's a ridiculous question. Why does it need to be asked? So, this is just the update, you guys. This is the ongoing conspiracy of 33. What I'm saying is they can't help themselves. They just have to code it. It is part of the legitimate conspiracy. Recall the word conspiracy sums to 51, like Area 51. Chief Sam Dotson equals 151. It's a number with that 51 in it. I think it's all very meaningful to these people, and that's what I want to show you. So.